welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a basic tomato sauce, and I'm making this because I'm going to use it for something else, but I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm just going to do the sauce for this video. Now I do have a couple of opinions when it comes to tomato sauce. This is going to be used for a pasta dish, so I use basil as my herb versus oregano. Oregano I associate more with pizza sauce, and yes, there is a difference. So I'm going to be using basil. I'm also going to make my sauce a little bit on the thinner side, and this is so when I put it together with noodles and other things, you know, it'll be able to absorb some of that liquid and flavor the noodles, and then it'll thicken up as it cooks. So this is going to be super simple. I have some fresh basil, I have tomato puree, a few garlic cloves, half of a very large onion, olive oil, salt, and pepper. To my pot, I'm going to put some olive oil in here and drop in my onion, as well as a pinch of salt. And I'm going to get this translucent. I'm going to cook it for maybe 2 to 3 minutes or so. Then the garlic. And once the garlic starts to get aromatic, I'm going to add my puree. And I'm also going to add, I'm going to rinse out the can and put a can full of water. And then to this, I'm also just going to add my whole basil stems, and this will infuse the sauce with some basil flavor. I also have some basil leaves that I'll end up chopping in the end. This is still kind of thick, so I think I'm going to add a little bit more water because it is going to reduce a bit. I've also put a small pinch of pepper in here, and I'm going to bring this to a simmer and let this cook for minimum 30 to 40 minutes, probably close to an hour, and I will test for seasoning then, but should be okay. So you do want to stir this every so often and scrape the bottom of the pot because this can burn and scorch on the bottom. But if you mix it, you know, every several minutes, it should be fine. This is still taking its time to come to a boil. I don't want to raise the heat that much. I have it over medium, and I'd like to keep it that way. Once it starts to come to a bubble, I will adjust the temperature. So this has been close to an hour, and it has gotten a little thicker. What I want to do now, I did check for seasoning, and I adjusted for a little salt and a little bit of pepper, a little bit more. So what happens is, you know, you'll get like some foam on top, and then the foam will kind of cook off, and this is the result after that. The other thing that you'll notice is that the basil won't be bright green anymore. It'll be a darker green. So I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to add some freshly chopped basil. Because you're adding basil versus oregano, you'll have a more fresh tasting sauce. So I'm just going to give this another few minutes, and it'll be done. It'll be ready. One last thing that I will do is add just a touch of fresh olive oil. Now I use tomato puree for this because I don't want to have a lot of tomato seeds in the sauce. I know that if you do sauce from fresh tomatoes and cook them down, if you have a food mill, you can kind of use that and it'll get rid of the skins and the seeds, which tend to make the sauce bitter. So, but if you get a can of tomato puree, then you don't even have to worry about that. But you do want to cook it long enough so that you don't taste that tin can. You want it to taste like tomato. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will have a short recipe described down in the description box, so please feel free to take a look and try it out. I will be using this sauce in the next day or two, so I'll have another video posted and linked below so you can check that out as well. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.